Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of our Let's Build a Journal. I have, since our last video, what I did was take all of the scraps that I had left over from making the actual journal pages. And what I've come up with is I made one little tiny envelope and I just covered the inside of it with book page. I cut out some additional pockets and tucks. And then I distressed around the edges of those. I was able to get quite a few pockets and tucks out of that. Okay, and then I cut some tags out and I glued those down to coffee dyed lined paper and let them dry overnight so they're ready to cut out. So I've got these, got this one little skinny one. So today what I thought I would do is show you how to decorate examples of these different pockets, tucks, and tags. So let me gather my supplies and I'll come right back. Okay, for this kind of pocket, we did one on the inside, and I just did a very simple decoration of adding lace to the bottom and some rhinestones. I am probably going to come back and add something to the front of this in addition to this, but I'm going to wait and see how bulky my journal is going to get. So that was an example of how to do one of those. So I went ahead and pulled some things from my stash to get ready to decorate these. So this is a tuck that would fit on a page just like this. Okay, so let me show you how I'm going to decorate this one. This is, again, it's just an example. Okay, so I've got a piece of scrap lace. I'll glue that down, and I'll put the book page on top of that, and then this little piece of ephemera with mushrooms on top of that. So let me go ahead or you could put the paper down first, then the lace, and then that. So it really doesn't matter. So let me go ahead and decorate. Okay, so there's one example of a little side tuck, or a corner tuck rather. And then here's another example of a side tuck, except this goes on the opposite side. So let's go ahead and get some glue down for this. Okay, so as you can see, these are very, very simple to do. I'm literally using nothing but scraps and these little pieces of ephemera that I'm trying desperately to use up. So there's another example. Now the next one I'm going to show you is like an upper tuck that goes at the top of the page. Okay, so I have a little piece of lace that I'm going to put down. This teeny little piece of ephemera. It has a little blue illustration on that. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll put that right in the middle of the lace. Okay, and then I have this white, really soft eyelash trim, and I'm going to put that along the edge of the tuck. Kind of adds to the little wintry theme. cut this off. Now, if you want to, and I think I'm going to do that, is right along that edge, I'm going to add a little bit of sparkles. Make sure I get this long enough. And we're just going to cut off one long strip of this. And I'm going to add it right there at the edge of that eyelash trim. Get that pushed down in the glue really good, and then we'll trim off this little piece. Now I think that is so pretty. All right, so that's an idea for an upper tuck. I'll show you what that would look like. All right, and you just stick something in there. I think that's so cute. All right, so that's an upper tuck. And then I have one of these pockets, a little more heftier, and I've got a piece of cheesecloth here that I'm going to put down. This is coffee dyed cheesecloth. A scrap of music paper. And I think I'm just going to put a tiny bit of bling on here. Let's go put it right here. All right. I think that is awesome. Okay, so there's that one. Now the next ones that I'm going to do are tags. So we have this little guy right here. This is another one of those things that I don't think I'm ever going to use up in my lifetime, is these little Tim Holtz paper dolls, or whatever you call them. So let me show you how. I'm going to put this one down. Okay, so I have two more to do. Right. On this one, I'm going to round the corners. Okay, guys, so there's some examples of how I'm going to decorate the pockets and the tags that I'm going to put in our journal. And I want to show you one other thing before we close today. So I took all of the leftover scraps that we had and I glued them to a piece of file folder. And we can now, I don't have any scraps laying around for this project. We can cut these out and make more pockets, more tags, or do something else with them. So that's just an idea how to keep your scraps when you're doing projects under control. We don't even have to use them. We can tuck these away and we can use them some other time. Okay. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. But before we leave today, I want to share a special message with you. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 17 says, "Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new." This verse is a powerful reminder of transformation and hope. When someone in Christ, it means they have placed their faith in Him and are united with Him. Because of that, they are not simply improved, they are made new. In Christ, we receive a new identity. Our worth and purpose are no longer defined by our past, but by who we are in Him. This speaks, old things are passed away, and this speaks to forgiveness, freedom, and release. Past sins, failures, guilt, and shame are no longer have the final word. When it states that all things are now become new, God brings renewal, new hope, new direction, and a fresh start. While growth is ongoing, the change begins immediately. 2 Corinthians 5:17 reassures us that no matter our past, God specializes in new beginnings. It's a beautiful verse for seasons of transition, like a new year, a fresh chapter, or a creative journey, reminding us that in Christ, restoration and renewal are always possible. Again, thank you for joining me today. Today is New Year's Day. I will be posting my video today instead of on Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.